Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new podcast experience. This is Dream Team. My name is Trent Lenkarski, and with me is
Alice Langlois. Welcome to Dream Team.
This is a cool podcast that we're starting. This is our first episode, and we're gonna talk about dreams
and dream stuff.
Like sleep dreams, not like goals. And
I mean, we can if it's a dream to do this podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, sleep dreams. The weird stuff that happens in your brain at night. But yeah, it's basically just a podcast where it's cool and not boring to talk about your dreams. Because some people think talking about your dreams is boring, and that's not true. They're really cool and weird, and we want to hear about your dreams, and we want to hear about each other's dreams. So that's why we're making this.
We're gonna talk about ours and have people send in theirs too. But right before we started this, we went through this whole thing about setting an email address, and there's so many email addresses that have Dream Team in them. The terrible long email address we have is dreamteampodcastsubmissions@gmail.com, and that'll be listed down below.
Yeah, please send us your dreams, because if they're good, we might talk about them on the podcast. We want to hear your weird dreams.
Definitely. I guess one thing that I wanted to just bring up right off the bat is one thing that Alice and I have talked about is we both have very different styles of dreaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine are very short, little 10-20 minute vignettes. Some of them are a little longer, but usually they're just kind of short things, and hers are very long, right?
Exhaustingly long. Sometimes I wish I could have your dreams. They're so funny and strange.
Yeah.
But I love that about dreams. I love how they're different for everybody. And I was particularly interested in doing this too, because I've been writing down my dreams since I was probably 12 or 13. So
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I have stacks and stacks of papers in my childhood bedroom of dreams that I wrote down.
Oh.
And
I've only recently started writing them down.
Oh, really? Do you have a journal?
Yeah. No, I just on my phone.
No, that's great though.
Notes.
Anything is great, and I'm pretty sure that doing that makes your dreams better. I think, or easier to remember or something. I think it did for me. I think I wouldn't have had such crazy dreams if I hadn't been writing them down for so long, personally. But yeah, I don't know. I think that this podcast will be a cool outlet for me to talk about all these weird dreams that I've written down, and also pay more attention to the ones I'm having now. I don't do it as much anymore now that I'm so busy all the time, but I miss doing it. I think it's a cool part of yourself to be connected with.
Yeah, for sure. Connected with your subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because you have really long dreams, if you happen to see an episode that's 4 hours long, that's probably why.
One thing I do want to try to do with this podcast is to really flip the script on talking about dreams, not making it the stereotypical somebody's just telling you their dream and it's very confusing and disorganized and it's boring to listen to because you weren't there and you didn't experience it. I think the great thing about taking time to think about it and then do a podcast about it is focusing on the fun and the interesting and the engaging, and using this as a space to tell genuinely interesting narratives and make sure that we weed out the weird, mundane, maybe less exciting talk aboutable things. So even if I have a super long dream, I will not take 4 hours to talk about it. I promise.
Cool. But my dreams, even though they're so short, a lot of them are very boring, so I'll see what I can do to make them not boring.
I don't know. I don't think that, to me they're not boring. That's what I'm most excited about, hearing your dreams and hearing other people's dreams, because you might think that they're boring, but to somebody else it might be super interesting. The one that comes to mind for me, I think, is the one where you were just like your eyebrows came off. Do you remember that?
Wait.
All the dream was, you told me, was you were looking in a mirror, and then your eyebrows just came off, and that was it.
Oh yeah.
I think that's wonderful.
Yeah, it was a very short, like probably 2-minute dream, and I think it was like I just got out of the shower, and I was like I shaved, and then I was like tweezing my eyebrows, and all of a sudden I like looked at myself and I was like, they're all gone. What the heck? I've
I
tweezed
love
off
that.
my whole
I
eyebrows.
just think that's so funny.
And that was it. Yeah.
I think that's like the quintessential Trent dream.
a lot of mine are like that.
I love that though. I think it'll be a great dichotomy, yours and mine.
True.
Is that how we should start the first episode? Should I talk about any dreams that I've had recently?
Yeah, I guess so.
I haven't had any like super exciting ones, but because I knew we were gonna start recording this podcast this week, I tried my best to like remember the little bits and pieces where I could.
Yeah.
So nothing like, truly epic in nature, but I did have a dream this week where I was trying to create some sort of mysterious chemical concoction, and I realized it was because I've been watching too many Nile Red videos on YouTube. Do you know that channel?
Oh. I do not.
He has like a bajillion subscribers, but it's just this Canadian dude who like used all his YouTube money to like make this huge chemistry lab somewhere in Canada, and he just does crazy stuff. Like he'll just be like, and I apologize to Nile Red, I'm just riffing right now, but he'll just be like, I'm just gonna make cyanide right now, and he'll just do something crazy like that.
Okay.
And it's like insane and fascinating.
That sounds awesome.
It's really cool. I don't understand a bit of it, but I've been like binge watching them while I eat dinner because it's like I haven't had any good shows to watch lately, and I'll just see like I made the world's deadliest chemical in my garage, and I'll be like, I would love to find out more about that. So I
do recognize him.
Yeah, I had a dream where I was I just had this big vat, and I was just putting a bunch of stuff in there, and I had to like run around and find all these things to put in there. And I was in this crazy building, and it was so funny because every once in a while I'll have a stress dream that involves a familiar space that has become unfamiliar. Like, I'm trying to get to my college class, but they didn't finish building the stairs up to the 3rd floor. Or like, I'm trying to drive to my friend's house, but all the roads are going in the wrong way, or like something ridiculous like that, and it just becomes stressful. But in this dream,
I've had dreams like that.
I was so focused on making this weird soup that kind of thing didn't stress me out. I was in this weird building that didn't make any sense, and I got to a stairwell where the stairs just stopped, and instead of a platform leading up to the stairs on the other side of the stairwell, there was just this like maybe a foot off the wall, tiny little ledge, like a pipe. And I normally would have gotten stressed in that scenario, but I was like, no, I gotta keep going. And I jumped the railing, and I like did the rappel like up against the wall across the thing to the other side of the stairwell. And when I woke up, I was just like, wow, I really needed to make this weird potion. And I never even finished making it. Like, I got up to the top of the stairwell and opened a door, and it was my 9th grade science classroom, and I was like, hey, Mr. Kojal, and he was like, okay, what's up? And then I got distracted and woke up. Yeah.
Shout out Mr. Kojal.
Yeah, I was worried that I remember feeling distinctly before I woke up that I was worried I would be bothering him by interrupting his class, and that was really embarrassing to me. But he seemed really chill and like excited about what I was doing, so thanks for being chill in my dreams. But yeah, that's mostly been my dreams this week, has been like weird chemistry stuff. And then last night I was stuck in like an endless Kmart, which I don't think exists anymore.
Ooh.
It was like the back rooms, but
No.
Kmart.
Yeah, I think Kmart doesn't exist anymore.
But yeah, that was kind of like everything outside was just black, like dark, and it was just the only thing in the
Kmart
landscape was
backrooms.
just this single giant Kmart.
Whoa.
Which, yeah, that was a little bit more stressful,
That's a
but it was
little
kind of
stressful,
exciting
yeah.
because there was cool stuff in there.
Was it like an Omega Mart situation where it's just all weird stuff?
No, that's the weird
Or was
part.
it like a fantasy
My dreams
thing?
usually are full of weird stuff, but this was a normal ass Kmart. It was just like cheap home goods and clothes.
Oh.
Just like forever. And I finally escaped it, and there were some security guards outside. And I realized I had come out, because it was so big, I came out on the wrong side of it from where I needed to be to get home. And I was like, oh, I'll just go through it out the other side. And the security guards were like, no, you can't go in there, and you can't go anywhere until it's daytime. And I was like, what?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It was really weird.
Trapped in the Kmart.
Don't go into if you're in a seemingly endless Kmart, it may be the back rooms.
No.
Be careful.
Don't talk to the security guards, just run outside.
Just keep running. If they tell you can't go anywhere, just keep going. Because it's just a dream.
They're legally not allowed to check your receipt.
I didn't realize that was a thing until recently. Like, I haven't been to a Walmart in like at least 5 years, I guess, because I went into one recently just to get something, and there was this dude just checking all the receipts, and I was just like, wow, what a lame ass job. I feel bad. I genuinely felt bad for the dude who had to do that.
Yeah. I've seen them on TikTok. There's people that are very like against that for some reason.
Like,
so that's like a weird
checking the receipts?
Yeah, it's like a weird trend of people like, no, you don't have to check it. I've purchased this item. I don't need to prove to you that I purchased it to leave the store. It's like a whole thing.
Oh, and like making a scene at the Walmart?
Yeah. Usually they just like walk out, but this is Dream Team. This is about dreams, not receipts.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the whole thing.
That's crazy.
So you told two little dreams.
You haven't had any this week?
No, not really. Not that I can think of. Or not that it was even worth like writing down.
I figure too, as this podcast evolves, we'll probably have more of our own dreams and other people's to talk about too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and this is just kind of an introduction episode, so it's not like really full or anything, but the next episode we'll do like a little thing where, you know, each of us will say any dreams we had between this episode and the next one, or just a couple past ones, because we both have those written down like we said. So we'll both do that, and then we'll talk about some dream facts or like dream news or like historical or cultural stuff. What's the one we're talking about next time?
The Hatsuyume, the first dream of the new year.
What and what like culture is that from?
It's Japanese.
Japanese. Okay. Cool. So we will talk about that next time on the first episode, or like the first episode.
The first real episode.
Yeah.
This
the first
one
real episode
was just a dream.
Fake. Whoa. Yeah. Just a dream. And then after that, we'll talk about any dreams from fans, if any get sent in.
Yeah, please send us your dreams.
Yeah, hopefully some get sent in. And again, that email address is dreamteampodcastsubmissions@gmail.com. That's dreamteampodcastsubmissions@gmail.com. It's very long, and I'm sorry, but there's so many emails that have Dream Team in them. so yeah. But that's about all we have for now. This is just the intro episode.
Yeah.
Much more to come.
Yeah, thank you for listening, and we hope you stick around for the rest of the show.
Yeah. Stick around, and until then, get some good sleep, and have a good dream. Have good dreams.
Yeah, sweet dreams and good night.
Sweet dreams. Bye.